Very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this cup game between Cliftonville and the under-15s of Dungannon Swifts. I will confirm the team lineups for you in a moment. The referee keen to sort out which end each team's going to play from. Dungannon Swifts playing in their traditional strip of yellow tops and blue shorts. They look like they're going to be attacking the goal to our left, and Cliftonville, of course, in the traditional red jerseys and white shorts and socks. Lots of matches taking place here at Lurgan Arena all afternoon. Cup finals, plenty of supporters, plenty of spectators, lots of goals. Let's hope this game lives up to that expectation as well. The referee gets us underway, and I can't confirm the team lineups for you. For Cliftonville, the goalkeeper, of course, is Daniel Bell. Jared Gorman, Jack Quake make up the defence. In midfield, Conray McHugh, Harvey Lakeland, Eamon Tuhal, Coran Madden, Ben Shaw, Sean Cassidy, Shay McGarry and Paul Stansfield complete the lineup for Cliftonville. And as for Dungannon Swifts, Michael Doherty, the goalkeeper, Jimmy Johnston, Reese Hepburn, Daniel McCarran, the captain Jack Johnson, Nathan Junk, the number 7, lively little number 7, Adam Key, Thomas Slater, Jakob Painter, Oliver Galvin, and here, somewhat hard for me to get my mouth around, number 17 of Makar, Mario Noskanko. And you just may not hear that second name rattling out of my mouth too many times this afternoon. Let's get to the action. Cliftonville have been winning most of their cup games this afternoon and on Saturday. I do apologise for the loss of picture at the moment. Bit ball all the way back with the Cliftonville keeper. It's a long pump forward. Has been a rain-free afternoon here at Lurgan. Has been overcast. It's very cold, very blustery. If some of the comments that I've picked up from the side of the pitch have been concerned. The throw in the side to Cliftonville. Dungannon Swifts mounting a bit of a challenge of their own. First shot on target, and a bit of a tame effort in the end. That's not needless to say that Daniel Bell, the goalkeeper, isn't happy to scoop the ball up with both arms and pull it into his midriff. First shot fired in anger, and that goes to Dungannon Swifts this afternoon. Apologies for the loss of picture signal at the moment, something we are working on. We'll tell you that there are quite a few games taking place here at Lurgan this afternoon, and I think the last game kicks off at 5:30. Now this is a 35 per half minute game, all being well, it will be concluded. There have been a couple of the games going to extra time, which has kind of pushed the starting time of the rest of the games forward that little bit. It's a long boot forward from the goalkeeper. Hit it so hard that it actually went out of play. And that will be a throw in to Cliftonville. Well, they've managed to advance it somewhat up the pitch, and we'll have another throw in. Paul Stansfield with the throw. Gets the ball back again. Decides to play safe, and they play it back to the goalkeeper. Good bit of pressing though from Dungannon Swifts. Nathan Junk striving forward. And during the downtime, you may be interested to know that we have a leader in this competition so far in the cup final. It's number 7, Nathan Junk, scoring the goal for Dungannon Swifts. We are back at full strength now though, and let's hope we don't miss any of the further goals that may or may not take place. So Cliftonville with it all to do in this one as Dungannon push and look for a second goal. Managing to win a throw in. And that's Jacob Painter. He's going to take the throw in, looks for a teammate. Wants to get a shot away. Offers the pass, the ball cross eventually coming in. A nice bit of skill. Another bite at the cherry. 3 opportunities. Apologies for the cheering and clapping you hear in the background, but there are quite a few games going on around us. A bit of defending to be done here by Dungannon Swifts, and their number 6 Jake Johnson manages to pop the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper Michael Doherty. Here come Cliftonville trying to get a foothold back in this game, and there's a chance. The ball lifted high and just over the top. Gallant effort though. But Michael Doherty happy enough to see the ball sailing over the bar. Just over 12 minutes in, Dungannon Swifts 1, Cliftonville 0. If you have just joined us, it's an under-15s clash, an NIBFA Cup final between the under-15s of Cliftonville and Dungannon Swifts. I can confirm that the Swifts are winning, and they are pressing for a second goal. Now they have won a corner. That was very well worked up the left side by number 15, Reese Swords. Jacob Painter getting ready to lob the ball into the box. He's going to take us with his right foot, so it will be an in-swinger. Some pressure on that Cliftonville goal, and eventually into the welcoming arms of Cliftonville's goalkeeper Daniel Bell. We hope you're enjoying a very fine selection of football from Lurgan Arena this bank holiday Monday. Obviously, quite a few people have decided to turn up and support either their team or, well, whichever team takes their fancy, but there are quite a few spectators about in Lurgan Arena today. And the good news is it has stayed dry, although it is a blustery day. It has made it just a little more tricky for some of the players out there. Referee blowing. Spotted an infringement, and another chance for Dungannon Swifts to hoist the long ball into the box, maybe perhaps get a shot away. Let's see. I think the referee's assistant spotted an offside there. Yep, indeed he did. The referee today, by the way, Neil Robinson, and his assistants Eamon Shanks and David Berry. Cliftonville keen to get on with it, as you would be if you were a goal down. There goes boots. Lime green, fluorescent lime green boots. First time I've seen those. A great bit of defending there by Jack Craig, right back for Cliftonville. Pops the ball up to Paul Stansfield. Just changes his mind at the last minute. And you can see Dungannon are working very hard in the middle of the park, particularly when they lose the ball, fighting hard to get the ball back again, hence increasing momentum. They must fancy this afternoon. Let's throw into Dungannon, this near side. Young Cliftonville side have finished second in their respective league, with Dungannon finished sixth, 4 places below. Both teams on their way to this cup final, playing 21 games in their league. What can Cliftonville do to find a way back into the game? Well, a bit of a mistake over there by the Cliftonville right back, and Dungannon just trying to clear their lines. Good pressure from Cliftonville. They need to get back into this game as soon as. That's a no-nonsense clearance if I've ever seen one before.
Get up! Easy here. Ollie, threaten a wee bit, Ollie.
And the Dungannon players urged to push slightly further up the pitch. I always think of 1-0 or 2-0 is not a particularly safe scoreline. It's not the kind of scoreline that you can take your foot off the gas. It's a great switch of play by Dungannon Swifts, who eventually work the ball back into the centre of the pitch. It's broken down by Cliftonville, looking to try and put an attack together of their own. Chance now to get the ball in the middle of the park, and it's a shot in anger, and it's taking a bit of a deflection. It looked like it was Rise Hepburn who was able to get himself in front of that initial shot, deflected some way. It's a corner to Cliftonville. It's been taken quickly, perhaps a little too quickly. That's not going to go down too well with the management with Cliftonville. It's total waste, that corner, and Sean Paul McBride will have a few words, I would imagine, at half-time. Here comes Dungannon Swifts. And again, the danger snuffed out by Cliftonville. Dungannon will get a throw in this near side. Rise Hepburn with the cross in, looking and trying to find number 10 James McParland. There's far too much on the cross, and the ball bounces, of course, harmlessly by for a goal kick to Cliftonville. Sean Cassidy gave a chase, wasn't able to catch the ball before it went out of play. An interesting move by Dungannon. Swifts eventually crowded out. Referee given Cliftonville the benefit of the doubt. They have the free kick. The ball will be knocked long towards the 18-yard box of Dungannon Swifts. Nice turn, chance to get a shot away. Number 7 been jostled, number 11 rather. He did quite well. It was Ben Shaw before he was eventually crowded out. That was encouraging. Yep, encouraging signs for Cliftonville. Cliftonville again. We've got him on over on the right hand side if he can be found. Events the ball does fall finally to Sean Cassidy. The shot by number 10 Coran Madden. It's a fairly tame effort at the end. Opportunities for Cliftonville to hoist the ball long and far up towards the Dungannon Swifts 18-yard box. Doesn't even reach that. So 23 minutes in, hasn't been too many clear-cut opportunities in goal. Dungannon Swifts have got the lead though, they are winning 1-0. And Cliftonville will be hoping that they can try and at least get one back before we hit the interval. They do say the hardest thing in football is to actually score a goal. Here's a chance for Cliftonville though to get another shot on goal. A misfire there. Did seem to be an acres of space. Did Sean Cassidy, but he failed to get a shot away. Now there's a bit of room in this near side for Dungannon, who looked like they're to cause some mayhem in that Cliftonville 18-yard box. The ball eventually is crossed in before being headed clear. That's either a throw-in or a corner to Cliftonville. I wasn't sure initially. I thought it was a throw-in to Cliftonville, but going to Dungannon Swifts, and by all accounts it's going to be a long one. See how long he can actually throw the ball. Wow. All the way to the back post. That's good play by Dungannon Swifts. And every time they lose the ball, Cliftonville seem quite keen to give them it back. Jimmy Johnson for Dungannon Swifts with the throw-in. Dungannon's last 5 encounters, 3 losses, 1 draw and 1 win. Again, it's not really the kind of cup-winning credentials on display, but well, that was an effort. Now, if that had been just a little bit higher, it perhaps would have given Daniel Bell and goal for Cliftonville a little bit more to think about. It's a better spell for Cliftonville, a chance to get a shot away themselves. Well, you can see the intent there. You can you see what it was that young Sean Cassidy had in mind as he let that go with his left foot. Just didn't get enough on it. The ball resting safely in the arms of Michael Docherty. There's plenty of movement by Cliftonville. And again, just a little bit too much on the final ball. It's the final ball every time that's letting them down. I think I've lost count of the amount of times I've watched the Dungannon goalkeeper just simply launch the ball forward. Not so much of an emphasis on playing out from the back, and that's probably part of Dungannon's team plan this afternoon. So they obviously feel that they can get that at Cliftonville that wee bit easier with that long ball from the goalkeeper. Put themselves under unnecessary pressure there. Cliftonville have won a throw in this near side. It'll be taken quickly initially by Sean Cassidy. He's passed the ball over to Paul Stansfield. Stansfield gets the ball back. Waited too long though to get the cross away, and it was charged down well by Ollie Galvin. That was a long ball forward. This time it was Rice Hepburn who was punting the ball forward and more or less telling James McParland to get his skates on, but not this time. Throw in to Dungannon, much to the disappointment of Sean Cassidy. It's been a blustery day all, well, I suppose from 10:30 this morning. I'm not sure if you're picking up the wind if you're watching this live on one of our YouTube channels. If you're just passing through welcome. You have missed one goal, and you're not the only ones. We'll not go into it, but Dungannon Swifts are beating Cliftonville here in this under 15s cup game. The venue, of course, Lurgan Arena. As I say, it's been dry most of the day, but very, very blustery. Thankfully, the wind hasn't interfered with too much of the football on offer. Another easy long ball. Daniel Bell in goal for Cliftonville will file relatively handy, if you forgive the pun. A bit of free space on this left side as Cliftonville try to work it out from the back. The balls was Sean Cassidy. Cassidy goes for the return, but the final pass again just a little bit too much on it. Cliftonville coaches issuing instructions from the bench. Easier said than done, trying to encourage young Jack Craig to get slightly further forward. Ball's back with the keeper now. Will Daniel Bell just launch one here, or are they going to try and work it out for the back? Jack Craig calling for the ball. Paul Stansfield.
Back in, quick.
Another no-nonsense challenge. This time coming in from Ollie Galvin. A bit of pulling going on there. Again, the referee was on the blind side and didn't see it, so the game continues. Bit of defending to be done by Cliftonville here. More pressing by Dungannon. Still got possession of the ball. Oh, that will be a foul. It will be a free kick. Referee awarding the free kick against Jamie Johnson. He managed to take the legs away from Sean Cassidy, who's limping somewhat. He ought to be all right. That's something he can run off over the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. 2.5, 3 minutes left of this game, depending on how much the referee is added on for stoppages, of which I haven't seen too many. Now look how quick Dungannon are to close down the Cliftonville team as they try to break from behind or from the back. Time's running out of Cliftonville to try and get something in this first half of the game. Going to be a long throw from Paul Stansfield. Let's see where he can put it. And the ball comes. It breaks for a moment. A chance to get a shot away, and that was charged down. And charged down well, it has to be said, by James McParland for Dungannon Swifts. And there's an effort on goal. It's spooned away rather uncomfortably to watch on the outside of the boot of Sean Cassidy. He hasn't had too much success, Cassidy, this afternoon with his shooting. Again, it's one of those Dungannon swift moves that fizzles out the closer they get to goal. Although I have to point out they are 1 goal to the good. Those of you that are wondering who scored the Dungannon goal, I can confirm it was their number 7, Nathan Junk. Not living up to his name, it has to be said. That's clever footwork. And Cliftonville will win a free kick there. That was some nice skills showed by Jared Gorman. Good pressing by Dungannon. Determined not to give Cliftonville too much time on the ball, and it's working. Has to be said. It's a ball that cleverly worked again by Dungannon. Just seemed to have that little bit longer on the ball. It's again the final pass. It's the final pass that's letting both sides down this afternoon. And finally, the referee draws a conclusion to the first half of football, and it's Dungannon who have a slender 1-goal advantage over Cliftonville in this under-15s cup game. We'll be back shortly for the second half. Do stay there. Well, welcome back as we prepare to start the second half in this very important NIBFA Under-15s Cup final between Cliftonville and Dungannon Swifts. Dungannon have the advantage at the moment by way of 1 goal, so still time for Cliftonville to get back into the game. Not aware of any changes at the moment, but if there have been any, we'll update you as and when that information filters back to ourselves. So far we don't seem to have officials. I think that's all we're waiting for. Both teams out, but no sign of the match officials so far. That would appear to be all we're waiting for. A rather blustery day at Lurgan, and there doesn't seem to be any let up in the wind either, but the good thing is there hasn't been any rain, at least not that I've seen, and not obviously worth talking about. Still in search of the match officials. If anyone has seen the match officials, could they point them in our direction, please? Not quite sure what has happened to them. I was just sitting thinking that the interval was possibly going on just a little bit longer. And very important that both sets of players manage to keep their joints active and warm and blood flowing through them. Oh, is that a match? Is that one match official? It is. Got a linesman. We have a referee's assistant as we prepare to start second half of the game. And the referee gets us underway. 35 minutes just between Dungannon Swifts at the moment and Glory. Or am I just being a little bit premature? Is there a way back into the game for Cliftonville? Let's remind you of the teams. As I say, I'm not aware of any changes to the starting lines up. So in goal for Cliftonville, it's Daniel Bell, Jared Gorman, Jack Craig, the 2 defenders, Corey McHugh, Harvey Layton, the captain, Eamon Tohill, Coran Madden, Ben Shaw, Sean Cassidy, Shay McGarry and Paul Stansfield complete the lineup for Cliftonville. However, Cliftonville have made a change and they have substituted number 7, who's on for number 12. So Sean Cassidy has made way for Ryland Parry. Just watch while we watch Cliftonville tidy up at the back. Can confirm the lineups for Dungannon Swifts. In goal, it's Michael Doherty, Toby Dallas, Jamie Johnston, Rice Hepburn and Daniel McCarran. Jack Johnson, Nathan Junk, the goal scorer, Adam Key and Thomas Slater, Jacob Painter, Ollie Galvin and Makar Murray Novchensko make up the Dungannon Swifts lineup. No changes for them so far as we watch another harmless Cliftonville effort make its way into the welcoming arms of Michael Doherty, the Dungannon Swifts goalkeeper. Well, anyone here supporting Cliftonville will hope that there has been a bit of an injection of urgency into proceedings during the half-time interval as they try to make their way forward here. Now there is a shot in anger, again charged down, and just when it looked like the number 10 of Coran Madden was the fire, another shot through and goal. The door was firmly closed by the Dungannon Swifts defence. Just good pressure from Cliftonville though. They've won themselves a corner. Just 3 minutes into the second half. Good pressing from Cliftonville. Are they going to go short? Let's see. And somewhat fluffed his lines, and that would have been an opportunity. Again, squandered by Cliftonville. A bit of pressing now as Dungannon Swifts look to come forward of the counter-attack. The danger gone for the time being, and was well swept up by Jack Craig and Corey McHugh in the Cliftonville defence. So it's reboot, start again for Dungannon. This throw coming from Rice Hepburn. Well, Cliftonville were convinced that that was their throw, and indeed it is their throw. Jared Gorman. Well, so the assistant on this side has admitted that he's made a mistake, and the throw goes back to the Swifts. It's all going off here at Lurgan, I can tell you. It has been a thoroughly good day's entertainment, though, and of course spectators are able to watch whatever game takes their fancy. Again, a fairly tame effort in the general direction of Michael Docherty, the keeper again. Makes it look easy grasping the ball. Cliftonville are not done though. That was a useful back heel. One thing Dungannon don't want to do, and that is get complacent while there's only one goal in the game. Here they come, Dungannon trying to craft an opening themselves. Convinced they had a free kick there in the centre of the park, but this is an interesting move by Glentoran, but again the final ball letting them down. And the Dungannon Swifts goalkeeper just happy to take the sting out of everything. Calm the whole situation down. They have a man down at the moment, and it looks a little like the gentleman that I have an issue with pronouncing, Makar Murray Nosyanko. Needs a wee bit of treatment. He's rather gingerly helped to his feet by Daniel McCarran, rather by Corey McHugh, but he's back on his backside again, seeking attention. That will be the end of the day for that particular young man, and he will make way. So Toby Dallas makes his way on for the number 17, the unfortunate Makar Marinoshenko. Let's hope that's not a serious injury. But meanwhile, the game continues. Throw in this near side to Dungannon Swifts, taken quickly by young Rise Hepburn. And Cliftonville desperately trying to work the ball forward. This is an interesting move by Cliftonville. Can they get a shot away on goal? But again, working extra hard was the big defender, Daniel McCarran. He's managed to win himself a free kick as well. Just shrugged off the challenge from the Cliftonville attacker. Dusts himself down and continues to play. Chance now for a counter-attack, which hasn't really come to much for Dungannon Swifts. They will get a throw though on the far side. Cliftonville players urging Dungannon to get on with it. They don't want to see any time wasting this afternoon. And this will be a long throw. Well, another chance for Dungannon. Shot charged down. They haven't given up on the ball yet though, and they work it on the far side, our left, as we look at the game. Another chance to cross the ball, and that will be a free kick on the edge of the area, and we could actually see the first yellow card off today. Let's see what the referee does. No, he hasn't reached for any cards. It's right on the edge of the area. If that had been a yard inside, that would have been the first penalty of the afternoon. The referee was close at hand, and he has called it right. It's almost on the line, just outside the 18-yard area, and a chance now for Dungannon Swifts to put even more pressure on Daniel Bell's goal. Let's see what they can conjure up. And the ball's driven in, but charged down by the two-man wall. Cliftonville working very hard to try and rescue the ball back again. There is a sense of urgency within the Cliftonville team, but it keeps coming back at them because Dungannon, they seem to have a game plan this afternoon and they're adhering strictly to it. This will be another long throw. Bit of head tennis, and eventually the ball gets cleared. But it will be a Dungannon Swifts ball as it runs out of play. One thing that anyone that follows the game at this level will know, that the ball doesn't hold up on these 3G pitches. It will run out of play fairly quickly. Well, here come Cliftonville. Can they get a shot on goal? And there's the answer. Eventually they do get a cross in, and that's easily plucked out of the air by Michael Doherty. He looks to try and get his team in the front foot, brave and early. Not a lot doing, so they will build again from the back. It's picked up relatively easy, and here come Cliftonville again. Final ball letting them down once again. They want a chance to throw in though over on this near side. Stuart Gorman with the throw. Shea McGarry tried to profit from the final ball, but didn't manage to do so. Now we are hoping the game doesn't descend into a bit of a scrappy affair. But it's neither safe for Dungannon Swifts or outside the bounds of the possibility of Cliftonville getting back into the game. While it remains at 1-0, anything's possible. And here come Cliftonville again. Can they get a shot away on goal? Working hard, the number 11. It's Ben Shaw, and now Sean Cassidy. And a shot from Coran Madden eventually. Fairly tame, innocuous effort, which ends up again with the Dungannon Swifts goalkeeper Michael Doherty. It's good play by Dungannon. They've won themselves a corner. Thomas Slater getting the pundits from the crowd for his effort there. Dungannon in no particular hurry to take this corner. It will eventually come in from the boot of Rise Hepburn. Is it a throw in or is it a corner? I can't really say. It's a throw in. Young man takes it, throws it in. And eventually, one more time, Cliftonville clear. A bit of space now on the far side. The pass slightly went astray, and once again, the substitute, Ryland Perry, unable to keep the ball in for Cliftonville. If Luke's can kill. However, here he comes again. Second chance for Perry to punt the ball forward. And that should be an offside, and the referee's assistant is spot on with his flag. Two of them actually caught in an offside position there. And another Cliftonville attack comes to nothing. Now it's round about this stage in the game where time does start to run away from you. And if you're to get something in this cup final, Cliftonville really need to get a goal back soon. They are making some changes. It's about that time where if they're to get back into this game, changes are a necessity. So it's number 5, Corey McHugh. He makes way for Jay Emmanuel for Cliftonville. What does he have in his locker? You may just catch him and screen there. Number 4, he's making his way forward now and calling for the ball. Doesn't get it though, but he is an extra man that the back post should the ball come across. Eventually driven across with pace. There's one thing that I'm just noticing from the substitute, Jay Emmanuel. He lacks in stature. However, what he probably lacks in stature, he makes up for in running power and ability. We'll find out soon, because he has been brought on by Cliftonville to try and turn this game around. If you've just joined us, 1 goal in it. It's Dungannon Swifts 1, Cliftonville 0. We are, of course, watching the cup final in this vital under 15s contest. With the clock running down, and if there is a time for a team to get back into a game, it has to be now for Cliftonville. Dungannon Swifts have got plans of their own. Manuel hoists the ball forward. Well, Cliftonville are booting the ball forward, but they've only got 1 man up the pitch. You can actually see the urgency now in the Cliftonville players. The ball's with number 4, Manuel. Can he get it into the box? No. Not quite sure what the referee is seeing there, possibly an offside. Working very, very hard out of possession are Cliftonville. Still a few tricks up their sleeves, but again, sleeping on the ball, and that just allowed Dungannon enough time to nip in, get a foot in the ball. Now the goalkeeper's some distance out. That was a bit of a brave move by the keeper. Now can Cliftonville get it back to the keeper? Well, that is just a wee bit dicey, and good pressing from Dungannon Swifts, who still lead this goal by a 1-0. This game, rather. To look back on the last 5 games, the statistics would favour Cliftonville. 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw from their last 5 games. You would fancy them to come back into this game. They have been second best to most of the balls all afternoon. Let's see what they can do with this one. I think the referee may have given Dungannon Swifts a free kick. He has indeed. Another chance now for Dungannon to put one into the box. Another beleaguered Cliftonville box. The last thing they want to do is lose another goal. Let's see what happens. Here comes that ball. Driven deep. And bread and butter save at the end of the day for the Cliftonville goalkeeper, Daniel Bell. It was a fair tackle judged by the referee on young Emmanuel, who ended up on the ground. He's back up again. Just a little bit scrappy over the last 10 minutes or so. Young Emmanuel's gone down, clutching his back. Didn't quite see what happened to him there. And the last thing Cliftonville want is the substitute to be substituted, so we can run that off. There's Jay Emmanuel, the little number 4 there, still holding his back. Good turn of pace from Eamon Tohal rather. Dungannon Swifts working very, very hard out of possession. There's Jay Emmanuel. Sends one up the line, but again, very well shepherded out of play by Daniel McCarran, Dungannon's centre half. That's a turnover in possession for Cliftonville as they stream forward, and that was a ball aimed at Jay Emmanuel, but far too much on that final pass. Once again, it's been the downfall of Cliftonville this afternoon, the final ball. "15 minutes to go. Here come the Swifts. Endeavouring up the line, charging with pace is Nathan Junk. Throw into Cliftonville. Just look at the expressions in some of the coaching staff's faces, and you can tell that it's turning out to be a bit of a long day. Young Rice Hepburn taking the throw in for Dungannon Swifts. He takes it again, manages to find his teammate Jacob Painter. Again, the ball pumped forward. Here come Cliftonville. Is there a way back into the game? The throw on goal. The referee has blown his whistle. I think there was either a foul or an offside in the build-up there. That was more encouraging for Cliftonville, but even at that, the ball didn't go between the sticks. It's going to be one of those days possibly for Cliftonville. The referee has called the play back now. Let's see what he's awarded. Could be a free kick to Cliftonville. We did initially try to play the advantage And when he decided there was none, he blew his whistle, called it back for a free kick, and it's a chance now for Coran Madden to do something with the ball. Let's see. Again, neither a shot nor a cross, and that was a waste. We're going to see another substitution here from Dungannon Swifts. See the introduction of Alfie Jones. The referee's assistant this side has drew the referee's attention. The change can now be made, and young Alfie Jones comes on, and he's our, let's see who he's replacing. It looks like it's Thomas Slater, the number 9, that's made his way off. So Alfie Jones for Thomas Slater, the change. 58 minutes in, time running out for Cliftonville. They need a way back into this match. For most of the afternoon, it has to be said that Cliftonville have had much of their success in the game out on the right-hand side. But again, the downfall has been the final ball. That's another one cleared well, thumped up the pitch. And a chance for Cliftonville to get things going from their own goalkeeper, Daniel Bell, who boots the ball forward. That's going to be another throw-in. Dungannon in no particular rush to take it. I think we're going to see another Dungannon change. See. No, it just looks like Daniel McCarran's availing of his asthma inhaler. All he needs now is the referee to acknowledge he's ready to come back on again. The referee says, yep, you may come back on again. And that is a goal kick, much to the annoyance of the Cliftonville players. The referee was well placed though, although he did require his assistant on this near side to back him up a little bit. Shouts of encouragement coming from both sets of managerial staff. Is there a twist in this game yet? Well, if there is, it's going to need to be provided by the team in red, and so far they haven't shown that much. More pressing from Dungannon Swifts if they try to push for their second. Here come Cliftonville, again closed down. Hard work and endeavour coming from the men in yellow in the middle of the park. Again working really, really hard out of possession to win that ball back. And now it's a chance for their number 11, who just sort of hit the ball in hope. More in hope than an expectation. It was a decent break by Ben Shaw though, and Dungannon have the ball and throw in this near side. Time marches on. Is there a way back for Cliftonville? Sets of players giving all they have this afternoon. Again, Dungannon Swift's goalkeeper hasn't really put a foot or indeed a pair of hands wrong. He was in the right place again, was Michael Docherty, and I often think when the ball's just pumped away like that, hold on, we've got a player down at the moment. Nathan Junk has taken a knock and it requires a wee bit of assistance. And a final chance for some instructions, no doubt, to be shouted from both sets of coaches as they try to encourage and nurse their team towards the final whistle in this cup game this afternoon. At the minute, Dungannon Swifts 1, Cliftonville 0. And we may be on the brink of another change. Well, treatment's been administered. The referee has pointed that he would like the player to make his way off the pitch until he gets invited back on again, as per the law. It's nice to see the player up and running around again. And play continues. Applause for the theatrics from Michael Docherty, the Dungannon Swifts goalkeeper. Cliftonville getting a little careless as they try to work the ball out from the back. They've given the ball away, and a good defensive tackle right at the last minute there from Jack Craig. More pressure from Dungannon Swifts though. Oh, how they'd love a second goal. They're claiming a corner kick, referee on hand, and he says no, definitely not. Goal kick it is. Daniel Bell will try and get the ball forward for Cliftonville as they search for a way back into this game. That all-important opening, that shot, that elusive strike, which could bring them back into this game, so far out of reach this afternoon. They are running out of time, 5 minutes or so left, plus stoppage time, if they're to win anything. Oh, they're through on goal here. Let's see if Cliftonville can. That was an opportunity. That was the way back. You may well hold your head, young man, because that was possibly the only opportunity. They are quite keen to get on, but I think they realise that could be a rude opportunity. Let's see what they can create from the corner kick, though. Cliftonville piling on the pressure. Last 5 minutes or so of the game. We're not quite at the last stages of the game, but we're getting there. Cliftonville have a player out in the centre of the park, and again the referee calling for assistance. Could be a head injury. I don't think there's too much in it, but let's see. It's young Jared Gorman, the player down at the moment. Eventually, rather gingerly, makes his way to his feet. That just might be enough for him this afternoon, as we might see another Cliftonville substitution. Let's see. Cliftonville have brought off Gerard Gorman, and he's being replaced by number 13, Callum Coyle. Callum Coyle makes his way into the arena here in the home of this afternoon's cup games, Lurgan Arena. Cliftonville harass and harangue the Dungannon Swift defenders as time runs out for Cliftonville. Dungannon has still that slender lead, that goal coming from the first half. And that goal scored by Nathan Junk. And Dungannon coming forward again in big numbers. A bit of a wasted opportunity though they did have a player spur on the right hand side. Toby Dallas had made his way forward. Unfortunately, he wasn't spotted. perhaps this time. Dallas again making his way forward. He's the extra man. But again, the danger snuffed out by Cliftonville. They realise that they're very, very low on time, encouraging Dungannon to get on with it. Of course, they're not just going to jump to Cliftonville's beat. Another throw in for Dungannon Swifts. Another substitute now. On comes number 19, and he will replace, let's see who's coming off. It's number 19 for number 12, so on comes Lorcan Small, and he'll replace Ollie Galvin. Dungannon still pressing, still looking for the second goal. Working the ball well on the right, eventually getting across in. Bit of swirl in the ball there. You could see it was doing its own thing in the air before it actually wound up in the safe arms of Daniel Bell, looking to get Cliftonville on the attack as quick as possible. The ball lofted forward. Cliftonville will win themselves a throw. Final minute of normal play. Is there a way back for Cliftonville? That's a great long throw. Is there a hero here for Cliftonville? Look in the box into the, and that's a decent effort. Too high though. And one might think that that is it for Cliftonville this afternoon. So near and yet so far. Some of the Dungannon Swift players you can see are quite out on their feet as we wait for the retrieval of the ball. And still it's that Nathan Junk goal that separates the two sides, and it's he that could have finally sealed the cup for Dungannon Swifts this afternoon. Let's see how much the referee has added on, as we have had the full allocation. Is there a final twist in this tale this afternoon? Dungannon Swifts will be hoping not. The ball pumped forward. Again defended well by Cliftonville. Another chance to pop the ball up the park, but that's going to go over the line and out of play. Another throw for Dungannon, looking to take it quickly and then realising, hey, I don't need to do that, I'll check back.
Any shape? Shape? One race.
That little substitute, Jay Emmanuel, came on. He's faded the longer he's been in the game, hasn't really been able to influence play. The referee blows his whistle. What are we going to get this time? Looks like Cliftonville have won a free kick. Taken quickly and punted forward. Clock counting down. Another throw in. Looks like a Dungannon ball. Indeed it is. Throw to be taken by Rice Hepburn rather. Good defending again by Cliftonville.
In the shape, Toby, toes, quickly!
How long is left in this game? Well, the only man who knows that is the guy in black. Thought I've seen him poised to blow the whistle there. The ball's punted forward. And good defending by Jay Emmanuel. Well, it has to be said that both teams have given absolutely everything this afternoon. just might be a little step too far for Cliftonville. Rice Hepburn's going to take the throw. Plenty of men forward for Dungannon Swifts. They're looking to keep it in the corner. Again, defended well by Cliftonville. Is there still time for Cliftonville? Chance to get the ball forward quickly though. They got players, and they have a couple of players up there. But again, marshalled well by the Dungannon Swifts defence. And the referee blows and brings this one to a close. Unfortunately, it's not been Cliftonville's day. Dungannon Swifts have sealed the game. They've won the cup by 1-0, and that goal earlier on coming from Nathan Junk, who'll be a happy man this evening. Despondency on the faces of Cliftonville, but it's Dungannon Swifts who have secured the cup for this afternoon. Thanks to everyone for watching. Enjoy your day.